Hello, I'm Leonard Treatment. I am going to be explaining something to you because I thought it would be appropriate for the 4th of July. You probably already know this, but here goes nothing. Capitalism, at least in my opinion, is the best fail-safe anyone could ever hope for in government. It all starts with money. People earn money at their jobs and choose to spend it in ways that benefit themselves. Through capitalism, this self-fulfillment becomes a good thing. Alright, so people spend money on products produced by companies. These companies will create products they think people will like, and if people like them, they'll buy them. A company who doesn't create things people like fails and collapses. If applicable, a new company will come in to fill the void. Like, if the product, there's still a need for it, it was just a flaw of the company and their customer service. Now, a company's goal is to gather money for its owner. To do this, it must pay for its labor. Employees is what I'm talking about, thus giving them money to buy things and kind of keeping the process going. For materials, they also need to pay to create their products. Like, say you're going to have a pizza. You still need to have the bread. You still need to have the tomatoes. The pizza doesn't make itself. It needs the product shipped in from various countries where those fruits and, I guess, grains would be produced. Now, it's in this case for the materials where other companies come into the mix. It's, as I've written here, it's not uncommon for mutual interests to form alliances to have greater control of a market or an area. This creates mutual stability and a trusting relationship between the two companies should the trusting relationship not be broken or either the companies be broken. This is where politics comes in. When companies, when large enough, would like to have legislation that makes it easier for them to operate and function effectively, and obviously bringing more profit for themselves. An example of this would be the oil companies. They want to keep on running oil because their alliance of companies is from the early 1900s, like Rockefeller Oil, you know? These are groups of old friends, by friends I mean companies, that are kind of aligned, and I guess the owners might, that's kind of irrelevant, who don't want to betray each other when they could continue a profitable relationship. If they were to suddenly move out of the oil and betray certain parts of their alliance, it would take longer to adapt to a clean energy initiative. The result would be fiscal instability on the national level. Because of this, they oppose a quick, clean energy initiative. Quick being the key word. This is why they support the Republican legislation and donate money as so. And that's why the Republicans, since you're getting money from these guys, they have to basically say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do what you say because you're getting me in office. The Democrats do the same thing, just for different reasons. Now, another example, this would be the Democrat example. Various clean energy companies and their alliances want to work on clean, efficient energy methods. This would mean acquiring the business of the oil companies and taking power from the oil companies before they could convert it into clean energy. Meaning, these new people come in and they're selling the same product, being energy. So when you have two people who are competing, or two companies that are competing to sell the same product, the stronger one wins. And essentially they're competing, that's all there is to it. They are smaller companies, or branches of larger ones, that because of their size can convert faster to the new technology. Because they're not quite as old and they don't have the same type of alliances, these things can form brand new companies, or just convert their already pre-existing assets into more energy efficient materials. Now, while the prosperity would benefit the environment, it may have reverse effects on our economy, which I'm referring to, like if money switches hands from company A to company B, and people start going from company B instead of company A, like there's some degree of financial stability. Whether it's good or bad, that's an entirely different matter, but that's about it. Now, as you may have guessed, the Clean Energy Initiative is supported by the Democratic Party and the oil industry by the Republican Party. These candidates get their funding from one of the two major parties or the third independent party. In this case, it doesn't really have much of a sway over the scenario. but to make the decisions for the companies they support. They pump money to woo voters, create buzz, make propaganda, and swat down, I guess, invasive propaganda or the bad type propaganda. So, in this process, people are paid to try to make the politicians look better than their competitor. And people usually end up choosing the politician with the most money invested into them, because if you have 5 people trying to make you look good, and person B has 3 people trying to make them look good, they're like, this is the best candidate in the world, look, he does this and this and this. Chances are those 5 people could think of a way to make you look better than the 3 people can. I mean, granted, there's cases where someone's smarter than the other person, or some situation changes it, but I mean, it's a pretty good bet. Anyway, this is a good thing, though. This whole money investing into politicians to brainwash our society is a good thing. And the reason why is that as consumers, we are choosing what we are investing in, therefore we're choosing which companies we like and whatnot. When a company treats you wrongly and you take your business elsewhere, you're invariably affecting the political powers at a minute level. This is why voting is a very good thing, even if people don't know why they're voting or who they're voting for. Through strong business and human innovations, our politicians battle it out and bring home the benefits for our companies who grow stronger and choose the various programs to employ within our government. This process of power shifting is how capitalism can turn selfish thinking into a good thing that benefits the country as a whole. And hopefully, if my microphone picked up what I said, this should be my only video copy. I hope to see you guys soon.